Copilot in Excel, if you have an M365 license, has a great new feature. I got into it just briefly a few weeks ago. Let's do a deep dive into it. It is the ability to create worksheets from scratch using Copilot. The box that you see on my Excel desktop popped up automatically whenever I start a new file. I always get this box. If you don't want to use it, hit the X to close it out. If you don't see it in your Excel desktop, you should have it soon, but go try Excel on the web and it should show up there. I have found that stuff usually hits the web first, not always, but usually, before it sometimes hits the desktop apps with the M365 Copilot license. It gives me a bunch of suggested prompts. I don't care for any of them. I want to go from scratch. I want to create a onboarding Excel file. My prompt was simple: create an onboarding file. I could have actually told it what fields to include, but I'm just kind of curious as to what it does to begin with. During this video, we will add more fields. We will tweak fields if we need to. And then after this one, I'm going to get into a little bit of accounting. I'm going to ask it to create an income statement for us. I'm just curious if it'll do that, but let's do the onboarding first. So I told it to create an onboarding file, send this off. One thing I have noticed about Copilot since I've been using it is it just seems faster than it used to be. It's already done with this right now. I'm on 1 of 1. You can keep the sample data or you can lose the sample data. I do want to keep it. Looking at column B, it put in full name. I would like to see first name and last name so I can sort by last name. My prompt is break out full name into first and last, keep full name. It's going to hopefully do a quick refresh. Full name is still sitting there, but now I've got my first name in column C and I have the last name over in column D. Looking through here, I like what I see. The onboarding status is conditional formatting in column K. It's either completed in green, in progress in yellow, and it did the red background color for not started. That is a great feature right there. I would like to know, there's a field that I'm missing. Whatever your industry is, you can use it for your industry. I'm going to pick on the legal industry. Let's just say that I'm at a law firm, and I would like a field called previous experience at a law firm. My prompt is to add a field for previous law firm experience. Hopefully that'll put it in column M. I'm curious as to what it does. Oh, column M became notes. It put it in column L. That's okay. Previous law firm experience is none, none. It's got some sample law firms in here. Perfect. So I'm going to continue with this. So not only do I want to know previous law firm experience, I was really looking for a yes or no. So I'm kind of surprised. I like what it did. So let's continue with that then. Okay. I told it to, for previous law firm experience, I do want to see a yes, no data type. So it should be just yes or no. And then if it's yes, I want the number of years. And then I also want a column for the previous law firms. Let's see if it'll do this. That is exactly what I was hoping for. I've got a true, false, or yes, no data type in column L. I got the previous years in column M. And then I got the name of the previous firm over in column N. That is great. So all the blanks continue to be blanks, L, M, and N. So I know that it's correct. I am going to do one more. Let's see if it'll add some conditional formatting to column L. Add conditional formatting to column L, use green if true. I do want to make a comment here. If you didn't know what conditional formatting was, you could have just told it if column L or previous law firm experience is true, put it in a green background or whatever color you wanted to. I happen to know what conditional formatting is. Excellent. I am very happy with this. If you notice, I got 5 of 5 now. You can keep going back and looking at your previous ones. I like this one right here. I like the sample data in it. So I'm going to click on keep it. Wants me to save the file. I have a personal OneDrive and I have my business OneDrive, and it is saved to my work OneDrive account right there. Example number 2, let's go do a new worksheet. So I'm not making a new file. In real life, I probably would have made a new file. One item that I don't think I mentioned, wherever you're at when you do Copilot and create a new file, is where it starts the file. So if I'm in cell E3 and I tell it to do what I did in the previous example, it will start it in cell E3. So make sure you're in cell A1 if that's where you want to start this. Now, I didn't create a new file, so the prompt box did not appear. So this is when you click on the Copilot icon and you click on Create a Customized Table. And there is the box I'm expecting to see. Little bit of accounting here. I'm telling Copilot to create a sample income statement. Let's just see what it does. I probably, if it doesn't do it, I would have gone back and told it to do 2 years, but look at that. It did the amount in C, and then it did the previous year in D. We got a variance percentage. It's got a quarter. That's actually great. It's got the date. It's got some notes, and it says minutes reviewed. I didn't even ask for all this, but this is a great feature. I am going to do a quick test manually. I'm just looking at column C. 150 minus 60 is 90. Gross profit, that is correct. Operating expenses are 35. 90 minus 35 is the 55 operating income. There's a negative 2,000, bringing it down to 53. Income before taxes in row 8. So that's the 53. 90 minus 53 is 42. Yes. So there you go. I do want to see, I'm going to click on keep it. This looks pretty good. Copilot taskbar will launch on the right-hand side if you have some more questions over here. I do want to see though, okay, no big deal, but I think I would have preferred if it had the formulas in here. I would have preferred if it had the formulas in here. It didn't. Let me just see if a couple of these percentages are right. Always test your work in Copilot. You know what? Let's just do this. I'm going to highlight. I'm just going to add a column myself. Insert. Just checking. There's nothing here. So this is, it's the most recent minus the previous minus 1. There we go. Perfect. So we had a 7.14% increase from previous year to the current year. There you go, right there. So these numbers are correct. Just wanted to check them. I got rid of that column. I am loving this feature. This is great. I appreciate your time. This may also, if you're saying, Chris, I kind of know what fields I want. Well, if you let Copilot do a little work, you may see a field you didn't even consider in your data, and you're like, that's a great field to have. Or it may do some conditional formatting that you didn't think about doing in your data. And I'm also impressed that it put an income statement in a tabular format for me, and it is correct. Thank you for your time. Have a great day. My Copilot training is available online along with Excel, Teams, OneNote. Thanks.